Hello, Degens. Thank you for coming back after those technical difficulties. Welcome to Degenerate Takes Champions Week, the part two. I'm here, of course, with the person who knows everything about anything, mostly sports, though, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, you were in the middle of ripping apart Michigan and Michigan fans, and I'm a big fan of that. So if you can continue on that and just kind of finish your thoughts on the Michigan Iowa game.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where I left off there, but Michigan did look great against Iowa, but Iowa's a fucking poverty team. I don't know how the hell they got ranked up to number 2 at some point this fucking
Dude,
year.
honestly, that was insane.
Um, yeah, I mean, you look at Iowa down the stretch, the second half of their season, any of their wins were barely wins. They escaped narrowly. They should have lost to Minnesota. They should have lost to Nebraska. They lost to Purdue. They lost to Wisconsin, both of which ended up unranked.
Yeah.
It's like this Iowa team is not good. I don't know what people expected. I mean, they're like struggling to put up 17 points a game. It's like I don't know why people were expecting this to be a game. And let me tell you, for the Michigan fans that are all hype on their team, I mean, congratulations, you made the playoff. But the SEC, the the uh, the Giants of the SEC are a little bit better than fucking Iowa.
A little bit, a little bit better than Iowa. But what are you gonna do? I'm very much on the same page. Michigan
Pro-
played really
probably
well.
probably lose. That's probably what they're gonna do.
Dude, honestly, I mean, Michigan played really well against a really bad team, and now they got to go up against a really good team. So we'll see what Harbaugh can do against that. Next, let's go back a little bit, Noah. Cincinnati, Houston, 35-20. Cincinnati clinching that number 4 spot. I think number 4 is more than fair for them. I think they are going to get the ever living crap kicked out of them by Cincy. I do not have a lot of faith in
You mean by
Cincy to
Bama?
beat Bama. Huh?
You said by Cincy, yeah, by Bama. I'm
Cincy by
assuming.
Cincy. Yeah, that's that they can't beat themselves in a
Well, they
game because
can.
they can't play each other. But they can't play
Well,
each
they.
other. Regardless, I
Okay.
don't think
Well,
Cincy's going to beat
yeah.
Cincy. I think Bama's going to beat Cincy, and by beat them, I mean within an inch of their life, and they're going to be like, "Oh, so this is what it's like to play in a Power Five. That's scary. Let's not do that again."
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Um, I don't think they have a chance, but at least talking about the Houston Cincy game, this game was first half was very entertaining, and then Cincy really kind of ran away with the game there in the third quarter, third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, they
Houston
really
tried to
settled
claw
in.
back a little bit late, but couldn't do it. Um, yeah, I almost like as painful as it would have been. I think Cincinnati, if Oklahoma State had won and bumped them out, I think that's almost better for Cincinnati because then you can complain about, oh, well, we didn't even get a chance. You know, you win your bowl game, make it a perfect season, and you're like, well, what the fuck? Why didn't we get in? You can, crown yourself champion.
Yeah,
now they now they just have to play a game that the cards are definitely stacked against them in. And I'm not saying they can't win, but I'm saying, God, it's going to be a tough battle that I don't think they're going to get like blown out like Michigan blowing out Iowa type of blowout. But I do think
yeah,
Bama wins this by a solid 2 or 3 touchdowns.
easily, easily. If it's a 14-point spread, I'll take that. If it's a 17-point spread, I'll take that. You start getting into the 20s, that's where I get a little nervous. But that is something that we will cover later this week on Degenerate Bets. Last game of the Champions Week, Noah, got Pittsburgh and Wake Forest. Pittsburgh routing Wake Forest 45-21. I mean, Wake Forest just didn't play football.
Yeah, what was this game? 21-21 at the end of the first quarter? and
Yeah.
then Wake just decided they didn't want to score again. Maybe it was 14-14. I don't know. But all I know is there were a lot of points in the first quarter. I stayed off the over-under on this one, but I was like, ooh, should have taken the over. But then it was
Should have,
like,
should have,
what,
should have.
seven? It was like 74 fucking points. Um, Glad I stayed off of it. Would have been even happier if I took the under. But yeah, this offensive shootout we were supposed to have, Wake Forest decided they only wanted to show up for a quarter.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh played the whole game. So that's all I got on that one.
Yeah, that's what you got there. That's all really all I have. Now, Noah, we've been talking about it all show. So before we wrap up here, I just want your thoughts on the top four. You got Alabama number 1, Michigan number 2, Georgia number 3, and Cincy number 4. Sorry, my brain was not functioning for a hot second. I mean, looking at the top four, that's the top four right there. I don't see any issues with it. I don't have any problems with it. I wish there
No,
was more chaos, but this is
it
the top four of
it
college football right now.
yeah, it became very clear and obvious with Oklahoma State losing,
Yeah.
with Bama beating Georgia and Houston, or not Houston, Cincy beating Houston. They're they made it pretty damn easy. There was no really
No.
no tough decisions to be made here. So I'm not super surprised. My prediction is I think Bama's going to trounce Cincy. I think Georgia wins by a good 10 points over Michigan, and then we get a Bama Georgia rematch in the Natty.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I'm not going to give away any of my picks because we do have a betting show. And so I'm trying to draw viewers to that. So you do have to wait for degenerate bets for my picks and outlooks on the games and everything. But I do believe that the top four is solid. I'm excited for those games. And Noah, we're in bowl season, dude. We are about to have a shit ton of games that mean absolutely nothing to anybody whatsoever.
Yeah, dude,
And
I'm kind of pissed off, man.
why are you pissed off?
Oh God, Minnesota got fucking shafted.
They did get shafted. They did
Like
get, dude. They're playing in.
how the fuck are you
Sorry,
going
go
to give how the fuck are you going to give a 7-5 Penn State team and a Wisconsin and a Purdue team with the same fucking record, identical record as Minnesota, both conference and overall? You're going to give them all better bowls, and Minnesota beat both Wisconsin and Purdue head to head.
Yeah.
And then somehow Penn State at 7-5 gets put in the fucking Outback Bowl. Like, give me a break. Nobody wants to watch fucking Penn State get trounced by Arkansas on fucking January 1st.
No one does, but I will say I'm kind of happy Minnesota got shafted. I get to go see them on the 28th here in Arizona at Chase Field. Not stoked about the venue because, it's a fucking baseball stadium. But, we'll see how that goes.
But
I
yeah,
mean, I don't know why
I just
I don't know why they're not playing in Tempe. It's not like ASU's doing fucking anything during bowl season.
well, they're
Seriously,
actually
like,
they're playing Wisconsin in Vegas. They're probably going to get their shit rocked, which will make me
bullshit.
happy.
Are they really?
Yeah,
You're joking. They didn't get a bowl.
yeah, they're in the Vegas Bowl, playing at the Death Star.
Oh my god, they are. Oh my god. Now don't get me wrong. I know everyone and their mom gets a bowl, but I didn't know the weird step aunt of your third cousin removed also got a bowl. I mean, what the hell is this?
Well, they did win 7 games this year or whatever,
Oh
so
my god, they did, didn't they?
they get a nice little cupcake with a ribbon on it.
Oh Jesus Christ, with a side of an ass whooping from Wisconsin.
That's what we're hoping for.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen there, bub.
You know what I think the funniest bowl game is going to be?
Which one?
Probably the Rose Bowl.
Dude,
Now,
I was just looking at that. That's gonna
I
be such a
I
fucking blowout.
so here's the thing. I respect Utah's program. I like what they're doing. They've been playing really, really good football since they made a quarterback change.
Yeah.
Bro, there ain't no fucking way they're competing with Ohio State. They can't go toe to toe with Ohio State.
No, they can't. Not even a little bit, dude.
I mean,
Not even a little bit.
I do hope that they can like stay in it and not get embarrassed and actually make it a game.
Oh
But
no. I want them to get their shit rocked, dude. I want
yeah,
Ohio State to cover the over by themselves. That's
do
how bad
we
I want them to get their shit rocked.
are there like I can't even remember who else is even in bowl. I mean, Oregon's gonna get their shit rocked. I forget who they drew in the bowl
Who is
games, but
Oregon playing? They got they got Oklahoma,
well, that's actually very fitting because it's two teams that were very hyped at some
and
point this
then just were
season, and
dog
then
shit.
both just shit the bed. Well, it was funny because like both of them, like you had one loss Oregon up in like the top five ish,
Yeah,
or both of them were top 10 teams, but both of them were like barely skating by week.
it's terrible, man. It's
And then
terrible.
they both had a meltdown at the end of the season, which
Yeah,
which everybody could have seen coming for both of those teams because they were not that strong of teams. And yeah, so that's a pretty fitting bowl game. Probably not one I'll pay too much attention to unless there's nothing else on. Uh, but I don't, as far as that, I don't even know who else in the Pac-12 even got a bowl game. Like, did we even have
Oregon
that many
State got
teams?
one.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
They
UCLA
had
got
some.
one somehow.
UCLA won 6 games this year.
Apparently, Washington State, Utah, and that's it. Huh. Good showing by
Yeah,
the
not
Pac-12. Fade
not a
the
good.
fuck out of them.
Somehow the Pac-12 was even weaker this year than they are like most years.
God, they're so bad this year, dude. So bad. So bad. Anyway,
uh,
any last thoughts
yeah.
on Champions Week, the regular season, anything before we sign off for the night?
Um,
Except Baines, Rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
and Byron.
Byron!
Um, now all I want to say, shout out Alabama becoming the first team ever to knock off a top five opponent in both basketball and football in the same day.
Oh, true, they did.
Huge commanding win. Bama over Gonzaga. We're up 18 at one
Oh,
point and ended up winning by like, close to 10, something around there. Um, if you've been following our other podcasts, I've been saying Gonzaga deserves to be ranked right outside of the top five.
yep.
I've said I think they're a top 10 team, but not a top five team. Makes me happy to see them lose again because literally, fuck them. I don't know why I have this burning hatred for Gonzaga, but I just do. Like, there's other teams that are routinely good that I don't have the same hatred for, but
Yeah.
for some reason, I'm just like, it just like pisses me off because I'm like, they shouldn't be as good as they are. Fuck
No,
this.
I'm
And they play
over
this
it,
cup
dude.
and they play this cupcake ass schedule and you don't actually know how good they are and then they come in with a 1 or a 2 seed every year in March Madness and sometimes they absolutely flop and sometimes they're actually good but you don't
Yeah.
even know and sometimes they're just occupying a high seed and they don't deserve it because they don't fucking play anybody so it's hard to tell.
Dude, absolutely. And it's terrible. And it's not fair to the people who make the bracket. It's not fair to the people who bet on the games. Gonzaga needs to be in a Power Five conference for college basketball so that we can actually get a fucking read on them and not try to figure out who this team is and within 3 games. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Well, they should join the fucking Pac-12 for basketball.
they
We'd welcome
should.
them in. I'd love the competition too. I mean, get
Dude,
some
and
more.
I'm so
It would
sorry.
add,
You're gonna make
it would
me
add
watch
at least
U
a
of A and Gonzaga twice a year. I'm okay with that.
well, and then like Oregon Gonzaga most years, and UCLA Gonzaga will be like, and USC Gonzaga. So you have like good
Those
games.
would be great games. Dude, the
Gonzaga
Pac-12 might
would,
actually make money.
yeah. I mean, that would be like the one extra team that we need to like have a like continual powerhouse. And I mean, I don't know why they would like not be interested in it unless they just really love their cupcake schedule. But
Yeah.
like that's way more fucking TV money for them. Granted, they've
way,
got
way above the
ESPN
line.
covering pretty much fucking every game because they're Gonzaga, but
True. Anyway, we will talk about college
yeah.
basketball later. We're excited for bowl season. We will cover all of it, obviously. And hey, you like this? You like us talking about college football? You'll love us talking about professional football on the next episode of Degenerate Takes.